Hello, this is Mr. K's. It's 24.1b. 24.1b. We saw how Haiti had gained their independence from the French. Now we'll see how Latin America was constructed as far as social groupings and how that eventually is going to lead to independence movements for them against Spain. At the top of the social scale, which by the way was based on birth, you were born into a certain class structure. At the top of the structure was peninsulars. They were people who are Spanish born, and they held the top posts. Since they were Spanish born, they had the most power and wealth. This was to make sure that they were loyal to the motherland. Beneath them were Creoles. They were Spaniards born in the New World. They were Spaniards born in the New World or in Latin America. They were denied high-level posts. They had just as much education as the peninsulars. Some of them were very wealthy, but since they were not born in Spain, they could not rise to the highest levels. They could hold high military posts, though. Underneath them were the mestizos. It was a mixed ancestry of European and Indian. A mixed ancestry, ancestry, ancestry of European and Indians. Because let's face it, Spaniards are going to settle down there, and then when they meet a pretty Indian woman, they are going to marry and have children. That resulting race is called mestizo. Underneath them were the mulattoes. Mulattoes were a mix of European and black ancestry. European and black ancestry. Then underneath them, at the very lowest part of the social scale, were the Native Americans or the Indians. They were lowest on social status due to little economic value. They were not well thought of as the blacks were as a labor source. They were lowest on the social status due to little economic value. Okay. What is going to trigger Latin American revolutions is all the way back when Napoleon was running his armies through Europe. Napoleon put his brother on the Spanish throne, and King Ferdinand VII was kicked off. This is going to spark a rebellion in Latin America. Latin Americans had no loyalty to a French king in Spain. So they reasoned the power is going to shift to the people. The power is going to shift to the people. King Ferdinand eventually is going to return to the throne after Napoleon was defeated. Ferdinand VII returned to the Spanish throne after Napoleon was defeated, but by then the Creoles and the Creoles had begun an independence drive, and they wanted freedom. Remember, a lot of the Creoles came back to Europe to be schooled in Europe, and as they went back to the New World, they took with them ideas of revolution. We're going to talk about keys to victory and how Latin American nations did become free next time. This is 24.1b, and this is Mr. K's. See you know where, down the road.